What is appreciation? Appreciation is recognition and enjoyment of the good qualities of someone or something. I built a $600 custom mechanical keyboard to show my appreciation for one of my all-time favorite Dead by Daylight content creators, Ayrun. And I also included my patented Ayrun mechanics. And this thing is actually freaking awesome. I wanted to go an extra mile for Ayrun as a thank you from not just me, but the entire community, as many of us have gotten countless hours of entertainment watching his videos. For those of you who don't know who Ayrun is, he is a popular Dead by Daylight content creator with over 500,000 subscribers on YouTube and a Twitch following pushing on the 250,000 threshold. The idea bubbled in my head for weeks, and I finally decided it was time to just make this thing happen. I just had one problem. I have no idea how to get a hold of Ayrun. My first attempt at contacting him was a tweet I had sent out, hoping he would somehow see it. In true Twitter fashion, this tweet went nowhere. I attempted again and quickly realized that this was not going to work. I needed to think of a better strategy. As you can imagine, things like YouTube comments are always getting buried, and Discord friend requests are just going to get lost in the void. I would always be in Ayrun's streams when he was live on Twitch, always making sure to greet him and his community. I would do things like donate bits, offer kind words, yet I really wanted to do more. I didn't want to shout it out to his Twitch chat of a whopping 2,000 viewer size, as this just simply was not the right time. Of course, as any other large streamer would, he had his Twitch whispers turned off, and I was sort of at a loss. I was starting to think that there was no way I was going to be able to do this. It wasn't until one late evening when I was relaxing in my bed and I noticed his alternative Twitch account was live. See, his alternative account has much less traffic, and this is typically intentional. Larger creators will do this as it gives them an opportunity to offer different types of content from their main accounts without forcing that content down their viewers' throats. I figured now was no better time than any, so I posed the question to the infamous tech abuser. Ayrun, I would like to build you a custom mechanical keyboard, and I will pay for everything. To my surprise, and without hesitation, Ayrun promptly opened up to the idea, and we added each other on Discord. I waited until he was no longer busy to reach out to him, of course. I didn't want to just make Ayrun a keyboard. I wanted to make Ayrun a keyboard he was not only excited about, but proud of. So I needed to get a few things answered before I could begin selecting the parts. I had 3 specific questions that I needed to ask. What is your favorite color or color schemes? What type of switches do you prefer? And do you have a preference on keyboard size? Although the answers he provided were simple, they gave me just enough legroom to work with. He let me know that he prefers switches that are not too loud, and he enjoys the color blue. I could work with this. Then he dropped a ball on me. Ayrun uses a membrane keyboard. This was something that was important to note when it came to picking out parts. I knew I needed to get Ayrun a hot swappable board, as somebody coming from a membrane keyboard may outgrow or decide to try different switches later on. I needed to make sure it could be easily customizable down the road if he chooses. Again, my goal was to create something he could use long term, and making something easily upgradable would be a huge factor in this. I started with the board when it came to picking out parts, and I decided to go with the Keychron Q2, a hot swappable 65% keyboard with an absolutely gorgeous shade of blue. The next thing to choose would be the switches. Ayrun knows he doesn't want a keyboard that's too loud, so this decision would be important. I decided to purchase the Silent Alpacas, an extremely silent and well-made linear switch. For the keycaps, I went with the GMK Blue Samurais. These are a high quality double shot keycap with an awesome color scheme. At this point, I needed to make 2 final decisions. I needed to mod this keyboard in a way that no other keyboard has ever been modded, and I didn't even know what I was gonna do for this yet. I also needed to add some cosmetic customization to really bring this thing to the next level. Everything was finally here, and it was building day. I needed to start by adding my special mod, and I got right to work. Adding this proved to be challenging, and defeat after defeat, I finally achieved a finished product I could work with.
Oh my god! Wow! Oh my god!
This is what happens when you let your intrusive thoughts take over. Sure, this does not add any additional performance, but think of it like a little Easter egg. This will be in the bottom of his keyboard for as long as he has it. It was time to actually do the rest of the build and pump out something rememberable. I began by adding the switches, and the build was coming together. Next was to add the keycaps, so I slapped those bad boys on, and it was looking really good. I still needed one thing: a touch of true cosmetic customization for that personal touch. I ended up getting these keycaps custom made to embody Ayrun, and they looked awesome. The keyboard was done, and now it was time to get Ayrun's thoughts on the entire thing before I shipped it out. I mainly wanted to make sure that there wasn't any last minute tweaks we could do. I am so appreciative of this opportunity to be able to do something so positive for an individual who is so influential in this community. The experience alone was something I will remember forever. I really hope that I could do this more often for other creators who are just as deserving. That being said, Demi, JRM, if you're watching this, just know that I have you on my radar. In fact, I already have some ideas on my drawing board. I wanted to do this because you tend to see a lot of negativity in this community, and I really wanted to show the positive side of it. There are a lot of amazing people within the Dead by Daylight community, and I think as a mass, we need to stop focusing on the negative people and really start highlighting the positive. That being said, I really appreciate everybody who stopped by and took a look at this. If you enjoyed this content, please consider liking and subscribing so that way you could assist me in doing other awesome things for people within the Dead by Daylight community. Again, I just wanted to say that you're all amazing, and I hope that you have a great day.